Okay, what's going on, guys? Your boy J Dog, and I'm here to talk about Noche UFC, man, because they've been stepping it up. Let's just get into it because I just want to run through this real quick. I'm not gonna make it long, man, but UFC Noche. We got obviously the main event announced. I just want to go over what the piss we had before and how they're leveling up. UFC 306, a pay-per-view Noche event 2 years ago. Um, this as the main event was mid. This as the co-main event was very mid. This was a good, decent featured fight. And then just the fact this is on a main card pay-per-view, just Zellhuber and Rivovic on the card. It was a banger fight, but just like they're on the main card, and Ode Osborne and Ronaldo Rodriguez were on the card. Just for a pay-per-view, man, this fight was crazy. The way Aldana got her face cut up, but this was a good fight too. But I'm just saying, like, one early prelim on a pay-per-view, bruh. One early prelim, and Joshua Van title run obviously started here. But we just went from like mediocre pay-per-view. This is pay-per-view, dude, and this was so mediocre for Noche. To Lopez versus Silva, and this was a better Noche event, but at the same time, I guess this was the tough final, but this was just kind of whatever. This was, I don't know, but like this was whatever, this was whatever, this was whatever, this is whatever, this was whatever. This was, Luna's cool, I guess, but this is like, Gastelum missed weight. Stoltzford, like, this is whatever. This as the featured fight was featured fight? No. Yeah, this as the featured fight was kind of whatever. I mean, I like Rafa Garcia. This as the co-main event, Rob Font Martinez. I mean, you know, it's just kind of whatever. And then obviously the main event, Diego Lopez beating Gene Silva, absolute cinema. That's crazy. Lopez was the underdog, dude. But just like mediocre fight night, like we went from a kind of pretty bad pay-per-view card for Noche at the Sphere as well, which is crazy. But a pretty bad pay-per-view to like an all right, like mediocre Noche fight night. But dude, this year's Noche has been cooking. Look at this. Look at this. JJ Aldrich obviously robbed Jamie Lynn Horde last time, but this chick's good. I saw her fight, her debut in Mexico City. She was banging, like, good fight, scrapper. And then just look at the rest of this card, dude. Gastelum, Belgarui. Obviously, Belgarui's gonna slime him out. I mean, he might not knock him out, but I see it going like a Joe Piper fight, knocking Gastelum down multiple times. I think Belgarui finishes him. But this is, I mean, I just said Gastelum sucked on the last card, but it was against, you know, whatever. So I guess this, you could call this as whatever, but Belgarui's sick. Tim Elliott, Shirez, that's a good fight. Bahamondes moving up to welterweight, fighting Muslim Salikov. That's a banger fight. Martinez fighting Dan Ige. Dan Ige moving down. That's a like great fight too. Moreno versus Morales. This is a good fight because we'll actually see how washed Moreno is, because I don't rate Morales as high as Kavanagh and Royval and Tyra, all the guys that beat Moreno. So we'll see how washed he really is. Dude, look at this. Featured fight. Manon Fiorot versus Alexa Grasso. I know this sounds like, bro, who cares? Yeah, it's like number 2 versus number 3, who cares? But dude, Fiorot coming off the knockout against Jasmine. Nasty knockout. Like, had her stumbling, doing the cha-cha, which I saw in Vancouver live. And then, of course, I also see Alexa Grasso's last fight, where she slimed out Macy Barber with the knockout submission. This is like a banging fight. And this could be very boring, but on paper right now, this is a banging fight. The fact they both got devious the fact Manon Fiorot got a knockout, and the fact Grasso got like a knockout submission of the year. Insane. And co-main event, Waldor Cortez Acosta versus Curtis Blades. This is a sick fight. And then main event. Obviously, I'll be honest, this was an alright main event, but this was a banging main event. This is a banging main event. So, like, the main events have been good, but just the undercard has been always mid. But this undercard is sick. I'm loving this undercard. And so, yeah, Waldo versus Curtis. Curtis, obviously, coming off the Josh Hokett fight. Waldo coming off the Volkov fight. So, coming off both losses. But, like, these guys are here to bang, dude. And then Yair finally coming back versus Gene Silva. This is a banger fight. I know everyone hates Yair, and I was hating on him, like him calling for the title shot. But he is good, and he has a chance against Gene Silva. I assume he might be the underdog, honestly, just for his time out. But I think he has a good chance here. But I also feel like Gene Silva just, the Arnold Allen fight, coming off the loss to Lopez. He looked good in the Arnold Allen fight, but also I feel like people are gonna be siding with him. But Yair's tall and long and a really good striker where he could keep it at range and beat Gene Silva up. So although everyone's hating this because Yair's been inactive and he's very mentally crazy with how he wants the title shot, and Gene Silva, he's obviously, people see him like in Israel and stuff and hate on him, and I think his barking gimmick's kind of cringe now. I thought it was kind of funny at first, but now I think it's kind of cringe. So both these guys got a lot of haters, I feel like. But at the end of the day, they're both great fighters, and I think this is going to be a sick fight. And I just think this undercard's unreal. Like, this could be a pay-per-view worthy card so far. Obviously, I think there's obviously going to be more fights coming, but I think this could besides the main event, but like this is a good undercard for a pay-per-view. The fact that we had this as on the main card of a pay-per-view, and then we have like Ignacio Bahamondes versus Muslim Salikov just as another fight on a fight night. Like, this is a sick card. And so I just want to talk Noche stepping it up, going from this disaster class at the Sphere, pay-per-view at the Sphere, disaster class Noche, to a great main event Noche with a pretty weak undercard, to an absolute banging Noche event. Yeah, man, this is a sick fight. I got a couple people that I'm feeling confident in. Like for picks wise, this one's probably Shirez, honestly. This one's gonna be interesting. Coming off a loss and moving up in weight against, he is old, but he does clutch up. Ige moving down, and David Martinez been on a tear. Fluke my boy Cheeto Vera. It is what it is, but he's been on a tear. Danny Ige coming down. He's a little, just guy who toughs it out always. This is a decent one. Not like super great, but this is decent, I guess. This is a banging fight. I know it's like WMMA, but they're both coming off of great fights, great performances. So this is sick. Heavyweight, high-ranked heavyweights, bro. What could he ask for? And a great main event. It's gonna be a hate watch. I feel like for a lot of people, like, yes, Yair got slimed out, or yes, Gene Silva got slimed out. But they're both great fighters, so that's all. I just wanted to touch on Noche, how they've been leveling it up. It's such a sick. This is such a sick card, and yeah, that's about all I wanted to say. I just want to say it's crazy how Noche's leveling up. So I appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I'll see you guys in the next video. Gamrot Sal killed this weekend. Go watch the predictions I posted. Yeah, we'll see if Gamrot can stop another guy, or if Salkield can break into the top 10. So, yeah, appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.